Okay, so I'm going to ask everybody to either watch the entire video to the end or skip to the very end after watching as much of what you see in the middle of the video to listen to what we have discovered is going on with the tractor and a little bit of backstory. So if you're only interested in listening to me yak, go right to the end of the video. Now, if you want to watch the entire video, watch the entire video. I appreciate it. You can click on those ads if you want. That'll give some money because, buddy, this bad boy's going to be expensive.
Oh, test port B is, what's test port A and test port B? Test port B is the one towards the middle, which is this one. Give me that other hose.
This one or the next one that comes?
The next
on
one. There's two hoses. Give me the next one. That's what I need right here. This is system pressure. Okay.
Easy.
Huh?
That was easy.
Yeah. There again, that fucking thing. Thing's leaking all over this bad. Move the tools. Take that one. That's the pressure. This is the forward. Hold that one.
That's
Take
forward.
them out from under here. That's the forward gears. Teresa, you hold on to that one. That's the pressure.
Right.
Watch your head. You're going to get all full of grease. Did I leave anything under here?
Hold on. Don't make a switch. I'm holding the pressure one. You're holding the, what you call
Take
that
that
one.
box.
Go. No.
System pressure should be 254 to 276. I got 300. The system pressure, warm oil at 1800 RPM should be 312 to 334. And I got 300. Reduced system pressure should be 254 to 276. Loop should be blah blah blah. K1 should be 312. K2, K3, and K4 the same. Minimum of 242 at the forward clutch. Okay, so that's our pressure. We're looking at something like 300, a little over right around 300 pounds. Okay, so here's our clutch, forward clutch.
William, watch out.
anything
That
under
is
there?
moving. No.
200. That sucker's doing the...
Told you, watch out. Watch out.
It's got high enough pressure.
So it has good pressure then. Watch out while we're driving. Watch out.
Clutch pressure. Then it shuts off. Where did my knob go?
Oh, William put it on the inside of that thing. Oh wow.
Pressure's fine. It's clutches.
It's clutches.
I would say it's clutches. There it is. It's got its pressure. It's got its pressure slipping. Then it shuts off and goes into the higher gears. We slow it down to the slower gears.
doing its thing.
Watch your head. I told you to sit next to me.
And that's forward clutches. Now, when I put my foot on the brake, does that do anything? Yes. At idle, it should be like 240. It's running hot. I mean, it's running high. This pressure is where? This pressure's constant. 300. Right?
It's like a blood pressure test.
Yeah, but he said that thing should be like 312.
What the computer says, service interval has been exceeded.
Yes.
Watch out, we're backing up. Watch out. Just hold on tight, kiddo.
No, wait a minute. They're putting me in park, right? ECU. Turbocharger actuator self-calibration and active exhaust filter cleaning unavailable. Okay, well we can clear that because we don't need that.
Watch out, that is moving. Watch out.
That forward clutch, you wouldn't even think it should be in, but it is.
Hold on tight.
And there's pressure, 300 psi. The forward pressure is more than where it needs to be. So we're in the forward clutches. I don't have any pressure at the forward clutches for some reason. That was weird.
William. Hold on. Hold on.
Boom. So when it gets to that 2 to 3 mile an hour range, it just shuts off. Ugh. PTA has codes. No code. PTA had no active codes.
Did you, Mommy?
We're still not done yet, kiddo. Who's that?
Did
It's them. It's cold out there. Don't go out there, Will. It's cold.
Pressure with warm oil at 1800 RPM.
Really? He'll go with you?
Minimum of 242. At 1800. And it's running definitely. It's definitely got plenty of pressure.
Okay.
1800 should be 312 to 334 psi. The reduced system pressure should be 254 to 276. I am not getting. Where's my engine? sound weird to you?
It sounds like it doesn't have the power.
No, like it's missing.
Yeah.
You getting any smoke?
No smoke there.
So. Okay. Let's why am I not getting anything there? There it is. Field Cruise 2100. Disabled. To do that, where's Will?
Tim got him.
That drops, and we go all the way to the forward clutches, right? So we get to 3, right? We're at 3, now it should shut off at like 4. It does. Between 3. Now it should kick back on to something like 4 or 5, 4.5. Let's see, when does it shut off? Shuts off, there's 4. There's 4.5. Pressure's good. 312, yeah, or something like that. Now that pressure drops, it just goes boom. And then when it engages, which I expect because it's taking up a gap. Alright, let's change ports again then. Why does it look like it's gonna rain on us?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Weird.
Okay, so I'm going to give a little bit of backstory on this tractor. Let me have some light so you can see the beauty of my face. Yeah, so if you don't remember, Straw Job 2020 down in North Carolina, I needed a loader tractor. We had already previously been shopping for a loader tractor before this happened, but just didn't have the time to commit to it, and eventually I just said, you know what, I gotta have it. So we went on a search and we got Ghetto Trash, what I call Ghetto Trash because of the tinted glass. Didn't think the tinted glass would be a thing that I would want to have, but let me tell you something, I really like the tinted glass. My dad does. Everybody that drives a tractor during the daytime loves the tinted glass. In the nighttime, not so much because it's hard to see. Now, Danny Giesecke figured that one out pretty quickly as well. But it does have some wicked lights and everything works okay. So, anyways, fast forward. We buy the tractor, we start doing the work. I did notice that when you got into pushing something really hard, that it would kick out in the low gears. Just would. I mean, just when you get up against something and start pushing, it would kick out. But it took a lot to kick it out. So you'd get up against a pile of hay or straw and you wanted to tighten it up. Well, you'd put it up against there and then start pushing, and then you get, I don't know, 2-3 feet into it till you got it to the point where it would stop, and boom, it would kick the tractor out. So why would it kick the tractor out? Well, the clutches were slipping. Now, that was in 2020. So we've used this tractor a hell of a lot since then. I mean, literally 20,000 bales, 30,000 bales have gone through this tractor since we've owned it. It has started to slip, and it has continually slipped to the point where they're shot. Those clutches are shot. What you saw in the pressure tests were me pretty much confirming that there wasn't a pump in the transmission. Because if it was the pump in the transmission, no problem. Pull the floor up, change the pump just like I did in the 7530. And that tractor, that made a world of difference with that tractor. It really did. But the pressure on this particular tractor it's at the low end of what it should be. I'd say in the parameters, it is 312. The parameter of that pump should be 312 psi to 300 and I think 40 or something like 335, 336. That's the parameters for this pump. It is at the low end, but still well within tolerance. It could probably go below that before it started tripping sensors. It never trips a sensor for pressure. Okay, so we pretty much figured out that the pump is fine. At the end of this video, or at the end of me diagnosing the thing, you did see that I said that those clutches were shot and it was about to rain. Well, guess what? It rained. It poured so hard that I wasn't crawling back under that tractor. I actually had to wait for it to stop raining so that I could get under there and pull the hoses off. But I'm going to go ahead and test K1 and K2 and see where they are. Those are there's more disc clutch pressure plates in there, clutch plates in there. So I'm going to test those under the guise of another fellow that's helping me with this thing, because sometimes you get outside your wheelhouse and you have to. It's not outside my wheelhouse. Just I've never worked on one of these like this before, and he has given me great information because he actually has the John Deere book on what these pressure tests should be, and I do not. So anyway, he's helping me with that thing. But anyways, he says, look, put it on K1 and K2 and take it down and simulate it. See what it does up to the point where it kicks out. He said when it kicks out, it's just going to drop the pressure. That's it. Done. Boom. And that's what it should do. But see what it's doing during the range as it's going through those ranges. And if they fluctuate from your 312 psi, because it should be the same as the pressure coming off the pump. If they fluctuate during that, it could be another problem like a plugged port or something, which I don't believe there is because you can't see anything in the others. But I'm going to do it anyway. Probably won't film it. So, but for the most part, I have found a company that will sell me the discs, the clutch plates, clutch discs, and all the parts that I need for this transmission. This is a ZF 2.8. Now, they make this transmission for multiple applications. John Deere bought this transmission, and it is driven from John Deere's controllers. That's how these things work. So when you have a ZF or ZF transmission, it could be in a Deutz, it could be in a John Deere, it could be in a multitude of different tractors, but the drivers are what make this transmission work. And John Deere or Deutz or whoever, they don't buy the drivers. They build the drivers to run this transmission to the parameters that they want it to run at. Pressures and everything are the same for ZF and Deutz and John Deere, but it's all the shift points and all that stuff, and even the speed of the tractor is set by the company that puts that thing in there, or that builds the transmission, builds the tractor, not the transmission. So if Deutz says, you know what, I want this tractor to go 45 mile an hour down the road, that transmission will go 45 mile an hour down the road. This one goes 31 miles an hour down the road. I could turn this one to 50 mile an hour if I really wanted to. It's not really a problem. You just program it. And John Deere doesn't like that. And honestly, I don't really need to go down the road 50 mile an hour either. But long story short, I did the programming to the 7530 and made that sucker go down the road 33 mile an hour, which is a great improvement on that. But that's not the same transmission. It's a 2.2, I think, in that one. But anyway, you're going to get to watch me rip this tractor apart. We would have ripped it apart by now already if it wasn't for the 7410 burning. Me and my wife are working on getting another 6210R without a loader that we're going to put a loader on. And we're going to have two 6210Rs. The reason I want two 6210Rs is because I really like this tractor. Big enough to run a baler, heavy enough to run a baler. versatile enough to put a loader on and use that way. You can pull tillage equipment. You can do whatever you want. Corn planters, tillage equipment, really cool stuff. I was looking into another 7530, but I much rather would have the 6210R, if that makes any sense to y'all. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'm hoping you look forward to the teardown and rebuild of this transmission. It's going to involve pulling the cab off, and then I don't have to split the tractor, believe it or not. The transmission can come out off of the rear end. It just comes right out of there, and you're going to watch it. So thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. If you aren't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button or a thumbs up, which is the rating. So thank you, and see you later.